Blackstone Audio presents The Sharing Knife, Volume 3, Passage, by Lois Mcmaster Bujold. This book is read by Bernadette Dunne. 1. Dag was riding up the lane, thinking only of the chances of a Bluefield Farm lunch and his likelihood of needing a nap afterwards, when the arrow hissed past his face. Panic washing through him, he reached out his right arm and snatched his wife from her saddle. He fell left, dragging them both off and behind the shield of their horses, snapping his sputtering ground sense open wide. Range still barely 100 paces blighted. Torn between thoughts of Fawn, of the knife at his belt, of the unstrung bow at his back, of how many, where. All of it was blotted out in the lightning flash of pain as he landed with both their weights on his healing left leg. His cry of, "Spark, get behind me," transmuted to, "Oh, blight it," as his leg folded under him. Fawn's mare bolted. His horse Copperhead shied and jerked at the reins still wrapped around the hook that served in place of Dag's left hand. Only that, and Fawn's support under his arm as she found her feet, kept him upright. "Dag!" Fawn yelped as his weight bent her. Dag straightened, abandoning his twisting reach for his bow as he at last identified the source of the attack. Not with his ground sense, but with his eyes and ears. His brother-in-law, Whit Bluefield, came running across the yard below the old barn, waving a bow in the air and calling, "Oh, sorry, sorry!" Only then did Dag's eye take in the ragged target tacked to a red oak tree on the other side of the lane. Well, he assumed it was a target, though the only arrow nearby was stuck in the bark about 2 feet below it. Other spent arrows lay loose on the ground well beyond. The one that had nearly clipped off his nose had plowed into the soil a good 20 paces downslope. Dag let out his pent breath in exasperation, then inhaled deeply, willing his hammering heart to slow. "Whit, you ham-fisted fool!" cried Fawn, rising on tiptoe to peer over her restive horse fort. "You nearly shot my husband." Whit arrived, breathless, repeating, "Sorry, I was so surprised to see you. My hand slipped." Fawn's mare, Grace, who had skittered only a few steps before getting over her alarm at this unusual dismount, put her head down and began tearing at the grass clumps. Whit, familiar with Copperhead's unsociable character, made a wide circle around the horse to his sister.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?